让雨落雨中呢。
Hey Freedom Fighters, this is Kunsang from SFT, bringing you SFT TV. SFT TV, your source for news, information, and updates. Today is November 2nd, and I am bringing you the news. So, first and foremost, on Pile.com, China says it will not tolerate unauthorized demonstrations at Beijing Olympic Games. This is from the Associated Press. Beijing. China will not tolerate unauthorized parades, demonstrations, or other gatherings during the next year's Olympic Games, a police spokesman said Thursday in a warning to groups hoping to use the Games' visibility to publicize their causes. Any group or individual who stages a gathering, parade, or demonstration during the Games must respect Chinese law. Public Security Ministry Press Officer Wu Heping said, "As to those legal activities, police will protect them according to the law. As for those activities that are illegal, we police will handle them according to the law." Chinese law technically permits protests and other similar actions, but they require applications that are almost never approved. Those who dare even make such requests can be subjected to surveillance, harassment, or arrest, especially if the cause involved is seen to challenge Communist Party authority. So, first of all, China has no business asking anybody to respect Chinese law when they themselves cannot respect basic human rights or basic laws or any kind of law that concerns human beings or people's lives within their own country. So that's the first absurd fact in this statement. The second is that they have no right, or that they should not have a right to be able to define what is not legal in their country. Because it seems completely invalid to be able to allow China to not only have the games and have this great position of world face, and have them want to make their country really beautiful and extraordinary, and to not have anyone try and blemish their fantastic celebration. But in reality, they don't deserve it, and they don't deserve the right to define their own laws and define what is legal and is not legal, especially when it comes to people protesting and people in their own country, Chinese, Tibetan, Uyghurs, whoever, people who want to make a statement while the world is watching. I mean, it's not the same as in the U.S. or not the same anywhere in the West where people are allowed to say what they want and to express themselves. In China, it's very different. And when you look back on just a few weeks ago, in Nepal at the Nangpala Pass, just where we were last year, there were 39 people who were trying to leave Tibet and escape into Nepal, and they were attacked again. They were fired upon, and 36 of them made it to the Nepalese border, while 3 of the refugees are being held in detention. So this just goes back to last year when there were a group of Tibetan refugees who were coming from Tibet and who were attacked, and one of them died, who was a nun, and then another one who was a child, and a big group of the children were also arrested and held. But the only reason why we know about that is because there were Westerners there who documented it. I mean, these things happen quite often. So just as that is an example, and then also just last week after the Congressional Gold Medal in Lhasa, there were monasteries that were completely shut down, that were being held in. The monks were being held in so that they weren't able to go out and protest in Lhasa, in the Barkor. I would look out for more news, more trash about the Olympics, and be prepared. Other than that, have a great weekend, and I will leave you with a clip from the conference, again, with a great professor, economist, Andrew Fisher, and also a message from Exa, our fabulous, wonderful coordinator from Mexico. So, peace and Momo Grease.
Hi, SFTV.
SFT TV.
SFT TV. I'm Andrew Fisher, and I was right here at the Garrison for this conference for the students in North America. And I presented on economic development in Tibet, basically. And
so what do you do?
oh yeah,
what's your background?
I teach at London School of Economics and Development Studies Institute. Mm-hmm. And I basically work on Tibet. I look at Chinese development policies in the Tibetan areas, not just central Tibet or what's called Tibet Autonomous Region, but also the Tibetan areas of Qinghai, Sichuan, Yunnan, Gansu. And I look at their impact on polarization, social exclusion, poverty, conflict, and things like that. So I basically gave a presentation here that was looking at how Chinese development policies have been creating very rapid growth, phenomenal growth. Yeah, like the GDP of Tibet Autonomous Region has been tripling over the last 8 years, say. But at the same time, it's been creating rapidly rising inequalities and sort of disjunctures between where the growth is happening on one hand and where the people are and the skills. And so my concern, what's been motivating my research, is that Tibetans are being rapidly marginalized from growth at the same time as, doesn't mean they're not doing better off. They are doing better off. Obviously Tibetans on average probably have more tsampa to eat, more butter to eat, more butter tea to drink, and things like that, and have mobile phones and all sorts of things like that. But it doesn't mean necessarily they're sort of being disempowered by growth. So that's I should have a book actually coming out on this in the next year, hopefully before the Olympics, so I can make a bit of a splash. So we'll see.
What did you think about the conference? I know you were able to attend a few of the sessions.
The conference was great. There was a fantastic energy here. The students are like really motivated. Obviously they were really interested by these issues of development in Tibet, which excites me because I would love to see a whole bunch of young Tibetan students getting into this stuff. But generally speaking, whatever the interest is, it's a very motivated bunch of students, and I hope that you guys continue this because it's fantastic.
Great.
Yeah.